The fragile truce between Israel and Hamas has come to an end. Within the first hours of it expiring, heavy fighting was reported in northern Gaza, where 2 children were killed. In the south, at least 6 Palestinians were killed by an Israeli airstrike, according to local authorities. The 7-day truce was initially set for 4 days and extended twice. 110 hostages were released in exchange for 240 Palestinian prisoners. ABC correspondent Adam Harvey is in Jerusalem.
There were no official statements. The ceasefire passed, then almost immediately we had rocket warnings and then the resumption of airstrikes. Now there's heavy fighting reported in the Jabalia area of North Gaza. Israel has always said that this next phase of fighting will be right across Gaza. It seems almost all of the surviving civilian women and children got out before this round of fighting began. Hamas have said that the Bibas children are dead, and there's no word at all about Noah Agamani, last seen being taken into Gaza on a motorbike. So it's men and male and female soldiers who are still in there. Hamas will want much more in exchange for those prisoners, like Palestinian leaders and fighters convicted or accused of killing Israelis. Until now, it's been pretty low-level detainees who've been released, including some taken in just the last few weeks. Remember that in 2011, more than 1,000 Palestinian prisoners were released in exchange for just one Israeli soldier, Gilad Shalit, and we've got over 100 people remaining in Gaza as hostages. There'll be a lot of resistance within Israel to the release of Palestinian leaders and fighters, especially from within Benjamin Netanyahu's cabinet. I'm not sure if you'll see any more hostages released while fighting continues. Those people who came out overnight may be the last freed for some time.
Mia Shem, the first hostage to appear in a Hamas video, now free. The 21-year-old's mother told Mia was out. After 55 tortured days. Her path out of Gaza through a jeering crowd. In his third trip to the region during this war, the US Secretary of State urged Israel to be more careful when it resumes its military action against Hamas.
The way Israel defends itself matters. It's imperative that Israel act in accordance with international humanitarian law and the laws of war.
Stranded outside the Gaza Strip since this war broke out, hundreds of Palestinians have returned home.
No one leaves their country, even if they lose their house, like I did. All Palestine is my home. The whole nation is my home.
These Gazan workers had been stuck in the occupied West Bank for weeks. After October 7, Israel detained, then deported them.
There was no Red Cross or anyone. We were alone with the Israeli army, who tied our hands and legs and covered our faces.
Among the ruins, a makeshift marketplace, bustling before the truce expires.
We're scared of what will happen tomorrow, so we must prepare. May God help everyone tomorrow. We didn't see anything from the aid. People have nothing.
The UN says nearly half of the homes in Gaza have been damaged or destroyed.
The end of the truce feels like our execution. We're just counting down until we return to a life of uncertainty.
I want to live in my house, even if it's in rubble. It's a million times better than being displaced.
At a ruined mosque in Khan Yunis, the call to prayer resonates across South Gaza, where the bombs may soon fall once again. Adam Harvey, ABC News, Jerusalem.